Good evening. It is 12:12 where I'm at. So if you're up right now, I'm just sorry. Good thing tomorrow's Saturday or today's Saturday. Monday, St. Patty's Day. You know what that means? You either get drunk this weekend or you just don't get drunk at all. I'm saddened, but that's all right. You know.
Yeah, I will be
Yep.
getting drunk.
Well, if I was drinking, I would drink for you. But as of right now, I'm about as dry as a Southern Baptist minister.
For how long?
Uh, until I decide I want to drink again, and the
Oh,
urge is just not really just there.
good for you.
I got a box of goodies though. You want to guess what's in my box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Cigars. Of course, it's cigars. What else would it be? Cocaine, meth? No, not this guy. Old-fashioned tobacco products. You know, the kind that your grandma used to smoke. Wait, your grandpa or whoever. All right.
Yeah, it's been going 7 or 8 weeks. Monday,
Oh
no
wow.
tobacco.
I was
So
actually looking at all the different Parthos out there and their beards or lack of beards, and so if you pull it off for whatever amount of time we agreed upon, I will shave down my man fur.
buzz.
Yeah, and I'll shape it to make it look like one of the Musketeers because I told you I would. And
Yeah, Bear said I should grow back the freaking Fu Manchu or whatever. And I'm like, a little bit, just a little. Not going the
right.
full freaking, you know, Charlie Chan or whatever the guy's name was from uh, Big
Oh
Trouble in Little China.
yeah, I think I am gonna go with a meat. Was it red meat lover? Uh, it's called a ribeye. I had ribeye with dinner. Why not have a ribeye with for my dessert?
Dessert?
Yeah. It's funny. Not funny. Haha. Just funny. I was like cruising around on Netflix because that's the only place a guy in his 40s can cruise without looking like a weirdo. Because the bar scene's dead. Let's face it. I'm too old to try to hit on college girls unless they have daddy issues. Nah, I don't know exactly if I'm quite there yet. Oh, you smoke cigars? Yeah. Do you smoke pipes? Oh, I love pipes. Oh, is that so? Yeah, it makes me think of my dad. Oh, really? Huh. I guess Freud had a point.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, man.
Yeah. What was it? All women want to date their fathers and all men want to date their mothers, which is not true. No, no,
No,
no, no,
no, no.
no.
I have, yeah, I've proven that point multiple times.
So, anyways, cruising. So I'm cruising around YouTube because why not? It's
I mean,
safe.
Netflix.
Yeah, that too. Netflix, YouTube, wherever they'll have me, I guess. Anyways, I get onto Netflix and I see Home Improvement. Arr, 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 arr. I used to love that show as a kid. God, that show's so fucking dumb, but it's a good show.
It was.
Uh, so St. Patrick's Day is on. I think we should treat St. Patrick's Day the same way we treat Thanksgiving. Just nail it onto a particular day of the week, and it doesn't matter what the number is. It just is always on Sunday or always on Saturday or Friday. Just we just nail it down to a particular day. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're grown-ups. We can do that. If a president can rename the Gulf to a Gulf of Great Cigars, we should be able to nail down a
He doesn't
holiday.
have the ability to rename that.
Oh, wow. Stuck in the middle with you. Anyways, let's change this around.
Steelers wheel. What's
Yeah.
up, Justin? Long time no see, man.
A
You following me?
whole like
8 hours, maybe.
8 hours, 9 hours. Yeah. No, this weirdo over here sent me the link. I was playing Conan.
Yeah, I sent the link to Hungar, but
He's asleep or some shit.
no. Who are you chatting with then?
Gregory.
Oh, okay.
Do I know Gregory? Should I send him the
Young
link?
Master Gregory.
No. Young Master Gregory? No. You can send Young Master Gregory the link, but you'd have to be friends with them, and
I don't want any more friends. I barely like the ones I have.
yeah. I got free socks.
Who are you
today.
kidding? You can't stand anybody.
Did I tell you earlier I got free socks today?
You got
No.
free. Are they crunchy? If they're crunchy, send them back.
No. I was looking for socks, and then I looked out on my front porch, and there was like a brand new pair of socks, still with the little tag on them.
Uh,
Yeah, I was like,
oh.
well, I guess I found socks.
Yeah, but it's only one pair. That's only going to last you, what, like a week?
Yeah,
Less than that.
they were free though, and brand new.
Woo, that was cold.
Yeah, he doesn't want to tell us they were pink and had little pom poms on them, but
No, they were friends socks though. That's why I remembered. You guys
Friends.
were talking. Yeah.
Like that show back in the 90s?
Yeah. The show Friends.
God.
never watched it.
Neither have I. But they
I
were free, and I needed socks. So
I've seen bits and pieces of that show. Ah, there we
The
go.
only
only
thing I
thing
ever
I've-
saw was I think
Jennifer
Joey getting the
Aniston's
turkey
ho-
stuck on his head. That was hysterical.
okay. The only thing
Yeah.
I ever saw was Jennifer Aniston's hard nipples, but that's because the internet keeps showing them to me, and I don't look away.
At the lounge I go to, we have trivia once a week, and what was the question got brought up? What was Courtney Cox's first movie?
Masters
And
of the Universe, motherfucker.
that's right. And I wrote that down, and everybody's like, "I know she was in that Springsteen video. She did Friends." I'm like, by the power of Greystone, I have the
Greystone.
power.
Greystone.
Yeah, Greystone.
No, we're gonna stick with Greystone.
Whatever. I did it right there. That's all that matters. Because the internet's not forever.
No, it isn't. People that tell you otherwise are lying to you.
Yeah, God. But yeah.
You need a new lighter,
I just need
and
this.
to not blow yourself up with propane or propane accessories.
I bet you if I did this, hey Bruce, I'll send you the link. Because it's you. And I like Bruce.
Yeah. And Bruce, it's Greystone now. We already said
Shut
it.
up, you fucking hippie.
Do I look like a hippie to you?
Well, yes.
I could say
Bruce?
I'm not a hippie.
Motherfucker.
Are you just catching up with the conversation?
Bruce, I don't understand why you were kicked off fucking Discord.
How the fuck are you kicked off Discord?
You know what? I am just going to do it this way.
All you got to do is like periodically mention that you like adult diapers and they love you over Discord. Because half their admins are into that shit. Oh, Shadow.
Yeah, no. Unlike Shadow, I don't get winkers over here. Well, I do have Shadow.
Oh.
No, I know I'd send it through Gilded, but man, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Gilded is owned.
Yeah, I don't do Gilded either.
All right. Oh, I guess my daughter's telling me to shut the fuck up. I'm dead. I'm going to bed. Roblox. You know who play Roblox? Children and pedophiles.
Mostly pedophiles. But when we finally implement my plan to kill all the pedos with white phosphorus, it'll be very easy to do so because we'll just look for people who are registered with Roblox and are over 12.
Oh.
Hey, I'm on that list because I'm in Bruce's Gilded. Of course, if you looked
Yeah.
at my account, it would say
I'm
zero activity. Zero.
I'm sorry, man. You're officially a pedo now. Them's the rules.
Okay, fuck you.
We already established anyone over the age of 12 with a Roblox account is a hard pedo.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit.
So I only have that stupid thing because I had Gilded before it was sold to the faggots that run Roblox.
Hey, get it right. They're not faggots. They're pedos.
Yeah, they're maps. That's what they fucking are.
Maps.
They're
And-
fucking.
Yeah,
they're fucking
I'm
heroes.
gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You don't have
that.
to. You don't have to comment
Pedos,
on
the
that.
chomos, kid diddlers.
Are you painting another one of those degenerate freaking?
This is the only degenerate figure I have right now. Well, aside from all the Reaper figures I have, because with Reaper, everything is better with tentacles.
Well, tentacles does not necessarily mean degenerate.
Well,
Actually, it does.
It could just
Especially
be like a
Bruce's
plain old
campaigns.
octopus.
Fucking Japanese people.
you drop one nuclear bomb on them, they get really funny.
They were like that before that.
Anime. Well, that might be true, but anime was not created till after World War II.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you seen their artwork?
Yeah, it was just on rice paper before that.
So how's everyone tonight?
Yeah.
Y'all doing good?
Tired.
Tired?
Then
You
why
haven't
did
done anything,
throw a live-
Kyle.
Then why did you start up a live stream? And what did I miss before I got here?
Nothing, just me screwing around. Why? I'm tired because I have work, and my job sucks most of the fucking time.
Yeah, I'm thinking about.
You gotta be
quitting
like
now.
How'd you
Shadow.
like your job?
You got to be like Shadow. You got to figure out how to win the game, how to get yourself a young wife, make a couple more kids, and then you retire. Let them work, and you do your hobbies all day.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure Shadow also got like stabbed in the gut or something like that.
No. I
He-
mean,
he-
well, I have been stabbed, shot, struck by lightning, and lit on fire, but not in the gut.
Yeah,
All the
never
euphemisms
seen
for his movies.
yeah.
Can we not talk about torturing said shadows nuts on this stream? Just small.
I don't want to think about anything like that. I just was saying
Cage set on fire. It's like, I know what Shadow's into.
whatever he did before, it provided enough where he can do this. Look at
Nice.
that
Yeah.
awesome! Look at that awesome hobby work behind him. That's what
Yeah.
you want, kids.
Well, I just assume he commits copious amounts of welfare fraud.
I mean, he does live in California, but we're going to forgive him for that because he had only one vote he could cast.
He chose to live there. He moved away, then moved back.
Mm. Mm.
The definition of self-torture.
Marriage?
No.
No,
Oh,
that goes past torture straight to self-hatred.
You shouldn't be so down on interpersonal relationships. They're
Marriage
only
is a-
bad if you
I've seen
make
my
them
parents.
Marriage is a fine institution. I just never felt like I should be institutionalized.
bad. Fucking nihilist, man.
I'm not.
Fucking nihilist.
Whatever.
We are nihilists. Wasn't that in the movie The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
We're nihilists.
Fuck's
Then they
sake.
destroy the car. That poor car did not deserve that.
It has that one guy in it.
Lady.
Can't think of his fucking name, but whenever they need like an Eastern European accent, they always hire that one actor.
Because he
like,
does an Eastern European accent so good.
he's
He
like,
was even in John Wick. He played the other brother.
and he was the interview. Was like, do you even do an Eastern European accent? Like, no, I just talk. Okay.
How are you tonight, Flady?
Hey, Flady. Man alive. So, I'm ready for tomorrow's game.
Good.
My two choices
Me
were
too.
to go to
Different game,
a cigar convention tomorrow or play a game, and I decided to spend time with you guys.
I appreciate that. So will the party.
That's good. Just being anywhere near that convention will shorten your life by a few years.
You promise?
See why I call you a nihilist?
I'm not a nihilist.
Masochistic nihilist. Super bad.
Maybe. I just want to go to the land of milk and honey pastures and rescue you fucks.
Lady, the name of the game right now is Lay
suicide.
Low.
Well, I've been told it's painless, but it does bring on different faces. I love Nash. Shut up.
No, Connell, I was believing that this would be the perfect familiar for that one lady you love so much in my campaign with the 6 arms and big long snake tail.
Oh, fuck. It's not that. I think that's more of Chris's bag.
So in Shadow's Traveler game tomorrow, I've got a fight with TCG over here on what he's doing to my damn sex robot. He's fucking violating my sex robot.
GM has admitted that
you are violating my
we decided
sex
this
robot.
together. You don't get a right to bitch at me. Apparently, we decided this together as with the GM's oversight. So, if you want to fight anyone, fight him.
The whole session tomorrow is going to be 2.5 to 3 hours of you and me arguing about what the hell you're doing to my sex robot.
I knew
this be on Shadwell
be that way.
Productions.
It's a role playing session, not a combat round session.
Hey, Pearl.
Hey.
One does not ask questions that they do not want answered.
And besides, I thought you liked
What's up,
Taylor
lady?
Swift.
What's up,
Apparently,
bro?
we're giving your skin job the Taylor Swift treatment.
No, she already looked like that.
So I saw a video tonight. Looks like the leader of ISIS is now up for grabs.
Up for grabs.
Yeah,
No thanks.
they bombed.
Kind of busy.
They bombed a vehicle that was en route, and the person that was on board in either the driver's seat or passenger side was the leader of ISIS.
That's going to be a nice
one. What ISIS? They don't. There's no, bro. That organization is so schismatic. It's not even funny. There are less versions of Christianity than there are ISIS.
There's like over 33,000 variations of the Christian church.
Exactly.
That's just America.
Like I said,
I find that number dubious.
I don't.
You can find it
In
wherever you like.
America, worldwide, maybe. In the United States, nah.
No, really? Think about it. Not we argue what kind of cereal we want. Why wouldn't it be?
If I could get an all natural peanut butter crunch, I'd be so happy.
If I could get an all natural peanut butter, I'd be so
That would
happy.
be like literally one in every 1,000 Americans has their own church.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You guys are so ignorant on what's actually in the book that you guys just make up your own fucking Christianity individually.
Well, I mean, it helps if you have a book. I mean, a lot of these preachers, Joel Osteen, for example, he does never ask you to open your Bibles during service. You'll never see that. Not with him.
Was he the guy who was
No, he just
going
wants
to
you to open
blow?
up your pocketbook.
Yes.
Was he the guy who was going to blow COVID away with God's mighty might? It was
He
some
said a
nonsense.
lot of stupid things. You're gonna have to get more specific there, Connell.
All right, just curious. This is why I just stick to the original. I'm Catholic. I'm happy being Catholic.
Yeah. You guys still make up shit.
No, it's all in the book.
Yeah, I was actually half expecting Connell to say
No,
finish
no.
that with if he'll blow it away with God's mighty fart.
Oh.
Yeah, what was that? Several years ago. God, better part of, I want to say 10 years ago, a little bit was that. There was a debate between the Christian Science Organization and Bill Nye, the science guy.
Okay.
It was actually kind of funny.
So between the Christian Science Organization and an anti-science retard.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know what I trust more. Do I trust gas station sushi or anything that Bill Nye says? I'm more apt to believe everything that Dolph Lundgren says because he actually studied for chemical science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, Bill Nye is a chomo.
Also,
He dressed like it.
Dolph Lundgren is fucking He-Man.
Well,
He does
He
have that
was.
going for him. Hey, better yet, he was the Punisher.
not really.
No,
Fuck yes.
He-Man.
You know, I love that movie. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite bad movies of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty pleasure.
He-Man.
Yeah.
Because, he's the master of gray. Well, what did you call it earlier, Connell? Not Grayskull, Greystone.
Greystone.
It's the master of Greystone, motherfucker. So
Wasn't that
our legally distinct our legally distinct masters of the universe over here.
What did you suddenly become Chinese?
Yes. Oh, you've got to learn about the pleasures of legally distinct when writing their Shadow.
Yeah,
It's what keeps you from not getting sued.
yeah. They made an excellent joke about it in Austin Powers, I think the third movie. Run! It's Godzilla! No, due to international copyright laws, it is not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla. No, it isn't. Ah!
It's not Godzilla, it's Gordzilla. It's just a guy named Gord that's been superimposed over Godzilla footage.
So,
Hey, Connell.
yeah.
I had one of these back about 20 years ago, and I saw one on Amazon for like $20 or $25.
The mouse?
Yeah, the orbit wheel.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck
I like
yeah.
me a trackball.
I love
Thanks,
trackballs.
Burr.
So,
figure those things out.
Justin, are you ready to become a American citizen?
Fuck you.
That's never going to get old.
Not
Well,
for at least
I mean,
the next
we'll
4
see,
years.
right?
Yeah.
You guys couldn't win a war against us if you tried.
Wait, win a war? We just stopped shipping up there. You guys will starve.
No.
There's no fucking war involved. It's tell the truckers you're going to be delivering local.
Do you understand how the deficit works? You buy more from us. That's why it's a deficit.
Only because that companies were fleeing up there because of tax law, and now
No.
with tariffs in play, we're going to get
You
back.
got the way those
manufacturing.
tariffs work
Yeah, right.
backwards.
Yeah, no.
We
tariffs-
stop selling to you. You have a problem. not the other way
I
around.
think we'll be fine. I really do. We have a lot of pig farms down here. We have a lot of wheat fields. We're not going to
Yeah,
be
go buy
short
some
on food.
eggs.
Our produce will be lacking though.
Yeah, our eggs just dropped like 50% in a week.
Yeah, I'm paying $20 for 5 dozen now instead of 28.
And I'm still only paying $3.
How, $3, $3 Canadian for a dozen eggs.
2 dozen. I buy them by the pallet, not the carton.
Yeah, I buy a box of 5 dozen at a time if I can.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law's good friends with an egg farmer, so we get most of our eggs for free.
Most of the time, the chicken farmers will give them to you.
I go to a farmer's market. Hey, the eggs are better for you. They last longer, and you know where it came from.
Yeah. You always know where it came from, bro.
Not necessarily.
There is not, unless it's in a carton, there's not a synthetic egg yet. And I'm
Fair
sorry,
enough.
but I have no problem with the dwarf ostrich egg.
My
If you
question
get one
is
that will fit in a carton, I'll buy it.
my question is this: why? I remember, frankly, when I was a kid, the eggs were like more orangish red. Here in the States, they're bright fucking yellow.
Well, there's diet that's involved with that, and if you're feeding your chickens the meal that General Mills will put out, it'll make like a off-white or white egg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
However, if your chickens
sorry.
are running around the yard eating your crickets and your mealworms, and they decide to accompany you whenever your septic provider pops open your septic tank and 7,000 roaches scurry out because there's daylight for once every 5 years, then the chickens are there just gobbling up cockroaches. And food like that will cause the eggs to have a different color than your off-white that General Mills would prefer you have them as.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you weren't supposed to eat turkey eggs.
You can eat whatever poultry eggs you want.
I
Guinea
thought I read
eggs, turkey
something.
eggs.
I just suggest if you have the ostrich egg, you bring like 8 or 9 friends with you.
No shit. Yeah. No, honestly, if I'm gonna get fucking eggs, I prefer duck eggs over
Oh, but they're like this big.
that's quail eggs. No, duck eggs are a little bit smaller than your a
That's a
little bit
cow.
smaller, but not by much than
Okay.
your normal. But they taste so much better.
Lady, thick bacon, buddy. Fuck yes.
Except bacon right now because I gave that up for Lent.
That is heresy.
Yeah, I told him he's going to hell for that. There's a lot
I-
of things he could
I
do.
think of the long laundry list of things that would get me.
Yeah,
into
and this
hell.
is the only one that's sending you to hell.
I don't think giving up bacon for Lent would be one of them. But
No, it's the
Why
only
not?
one. It's the only thing you've done in your
I'm
life.
supposed to give up something I love.
Not bacon, though. Eating bacon is what separates you from the animals.
That's the one way we know you're not going to explode randomly on a street corner.
Don't worry,
Or commit rapid acts of genocide.
even if I was eating
Hey.
the bacon, that you never know. Just saying.
Scrapple,
And
shrimp,
I still have
bacon.
I still got
Oh my
plenty of ham and sausage in the fridge.
It
I
doesn't
like
count.
Scrabble. Traditional Scrabble is fucking amazing.
You mean Scrabble?
But you have to be like in
No,
Pennsylvania. to
the
fucking
game where he
get
has
it.
to spell.
Oh,
The fucking
Scrapple
Pennsylvania.
is basically the ears, the nose, the tail, and the oink.
No, it's all
and-
neck meat, neck bone meat.
And Scrabble is the
Yeah.
game with little tiles with letters on it.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's the head, heart, liver, ears, other trimmings which are boiled, which with any bones attached. Sometimes you have the entire head. They make a broth. You cook it. The bones and fat are removed. Oh wow!
What?
You season it, sage, thyme, savory, black pepper, other things are added, and you make it into loaves and allowed to cook thoroughly until it's set. So this is something you find on the East Coast, Maryland, South Jersey, Pennsylvania, North Carolina.
Yep.
Wikipedia's got some nice pictures of it.
The Scrabble I always got that and
Once again, Scrabble is the one with the little wood tiles with letters on it.
the
Yes,
food
you're right.
that we were
Scrabble is.
talking
Scrabble does not.
He
Right.
keeps saying Scrabble though.
Scrabble.
Anyways, what I'm talking about, family friend made it for us. Well, for me because I'd eat the hell out of it, and he would just use neck bone, pork neck bone meat. So I mean, I don't have a problem eating liver. Liver's good for you.
Scrapple served with apple butter. That just sounds delish.
I've never
I
had
don't
it,
trust
but
anybody who
try it.
says liver is good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not doing liver.
I don't have a problem eating the internals.
Well, I'm sure I do every time I eat a sausage, but I don't want to know how it's made.
Well, yeah, that's the old adage. Everybody loves sausage until you see it's made. That's why I refuse to work at like restaurants I'd like to eat at. I used to say I used to love shake and steak, but they fucking shit the bed.
Yeah, there's an exit joke about hot dogs and sausages on it's a Disney movie called Snow Dogs. They talk about how they feed the dogs. It's like, yeah, we give them hooves, eyes, organs, slump, anything the butcher can't sell, slump. Yeah, in Miami we call them hot dogs, and that's how I learned what was in a hot dog, and it never changed my view on them.
So after tomorrow's
I'd go
game,
for a
if
hot
we don't
dog.
run too fucking late, I am getting started. I'm making traditional shepherd's pie.
Ooh, with goat, lamb,
Lamb, no hamburger meat, just all lamb.
Yeah, we had that 2 weeks ago.
I've only had lamb once. Didn't really care for it.
You're
Never had
not far from the truth there. Shadow lamb looks like it'd be good. It does not come out good.
Depends
You
on
did
how
it
it's
wrong.
made.
It's like you look at a polar bear, like, oh my god, he's so cute, and then tries to kill you. Why is it friend shaped? It looks friend shaped. Stop it, bear.
A good braised lamb shank is
With a breaded mustard crust. Oh yeah. Then Monday, to make my family happy, I am making that thing that you call corned beef and cabbage.
Oh
Yeah.
No, I'll skip that one. But yeah, if your lamb shank isn't falling off the bone like those ribs that you make that are pretty much liquid, you done the fucking lamb shank wrong.
I smoked a duck the other day,
Ooh.
and I made a cherry glaze to go on top of it. Oh my god, it was amazing.
Did you do like the Chinese and hang it in the window for like 6 days?
No, but there's a place in Champaign that does that now. Champaign, Illinois. That makes me giggle.
We used to have a place that always had the ducks in the window.
I don't know how, but Champaign, Illinois, Green Street, the major college town, college town, basically became a little Chinatown. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when most of the Chinese Communist Party comes to Champaign, Illinois.
Fun fact: China is the most capitalist country on the planet.
They produce more tobacco than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
They have a lot of smokers.
If I lived there,
Yeah, there's a billion of them. That's why.
Have you ever seen the movie the Hard Boiled?
Who's in it?
I feel I have.
John Woo directed, and Zhao Yun Fat is.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Everybody in that movie smokes. Like you get out of the movie theater and you expect to smell like a Marlboro for like 4 weeks.
I miss John Woo.
I saw
He's like 70 now or 75.
No,
I was at
I went
the-
to his film career. It's not enough of it.
So I was at the lounge the other day.
Once a Thief was good series.
I had a Guinness in one hand, Mother's Milk, of course, cigar in the other one, and I was watching The Last Starfighter. It was amazing 2 hours of my life.
Well, Last Starfighter is always good because that's just a classic film.
Only thing I would do to change it
Death Blossom, motherfucker. Death Blossom.
is I'd update the graphics, and that's about it.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, the graphics.
Stay
are
away
bad,
from that
jeez.
CGI.
It was CGI. It was like the third film to use CGI.
It looked like the graphics
Actually,
they used to use on Super Nintendo.
I think
I
it
know
is.
64.
I think it is the third major film to be used in CGI because the first film that used CGI is
It's,
Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, when they showed Genesis in action.
It was
Then-
Flight of the Navigator, motherfucker.
No, that was 86 or 87.
That movie
Flight
made
of
me
the
cry a
Navigator.
lot.
Or
as a kid.
88 actually. Then the second movie that had CGI that was mainstream was Disney's Tron,
Yeah.
and then the third came out 2 years later, and that is The Last Starfighter.
I'm
That
just
was the
saying.
movie that got Lucasfilm to change their mind about CGI because they saw the returns after the movie hit the video rental market. They're not currently remaking it to our knowledge. They're trying to do a sequel, but no scripts have been approved.
I mean, it'd be easy. I mean, I'm not saying that they should, but it'd be fairly easy to make, because the prince got away or whoever that fuck nut was. Per had a question for the panel. Per, what's your question?
Guinness and Monster, would you or have you drank it? Would you drink a Guinness Monster combination like a black and tan?
See, I don't drink black and tans because I'm a proper
I don't
Irishman.
drink alcohol. I don't drink anything but water. So
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Shadow.
uh,
I've got a bag of
promise-
coffee beans. Whenever you decide to go back to the Good Vice, let me know. I'll ship them.
yeah, when,
almost all
when
the coffee
Jackie
you sent me.
is maybe when Jackie has his first drink, then I will be able to, because I promised him I wouldn't let him see me that way again, because his third birthday, his family came over and thought it was an adult party instead of a 3-year-old's birthday party, and they scared the living shit out of him. And I was drinking a Corona, trying to be mellow, and I saw the way he acted, dumped it out, said, "No more, you will never see me like that." So, and then shortly after that, I started having stomach problems, probably because I quit drinking. So I had to quit drinking everything but water to get better. And it's been about a decade of nothing but water, and now I can't even like sodas and shit like that have like no appeal whatsoever.
The guy doesn't even eat soup because it's too much
Well,
like drinking shit.
Per,
No, soup is poor people food, and I'm
That
not
is a fucking lie.
And
Soup is
it's
the
a
best.
side dish, not a meal.
What?
You-
Wait, are we talking about soup?
Yes.
Soup.
Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I said that same thing to him the first time I heard this. Shut your whore mouth.
There
A
are
good-
certain soups that are a meal unto themselves, but for the most part, most soup is a side.
Now,
Especially-
if you
I'll,
said-
I'll eat a grilled cheese and tomato soup. I'll eat
If
chicken
you
noodle
said-
soup. I'll eat beef stew. But that's about it.
If you said a salad is not a meal, it is a side dish, I'm like, okay, I can see the argument. But soup, it is a meal, especially if it's made correctly.
No.
Especially you get the endless pot going. You got like that chicken or that
That
vegetable
sounds like a
soup that's been sitting
salmonella
there.
freaking.
Wait,
No,
we're
that's not
talking
how
to
that
the
works.
guy who thinks the greatest thing to culinary arts was the microwave.
Yes. You get that endless pot going. You got that vegetable soup that's been going for like 6 months.
About 3 years ago, I had it was 5 years ago. I had a pot of stew that would go on the burner for every night, and I would put in new meat product, add water, add broth, eat 2/3 of it, put the rest in the fridge, bring it out the next night, add meat, add broth.
So
Well,
what
it-
you want to do is get the slow cooker. I was talking with Carl, but let's get the slow cooker and just leave that thing on light simmer and just let it sit.
I have 3 slow cookers, dude. I'm good on
You
slow cookers.
never shut that fucking thing off. It's always just on the lowest setting, so it's just warm enough so it's not brewing any bacteria. And the age flavor that will build in that fucking thing,
Oh.
you will not eat anything else ever again.
What was I thinking? What am I thinking? Now, when you say soup is poor people food, it's kind of funny you do make that comment because there's some high end restaurants that serve bowls of soup for anywhere from $10 to $35. That at one point was considered poor people soup, French onion soup to be on top of that list.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, growing up, when my family was broke, that would be dinner, and it was never good.
Yeah, well, because Campbell's is not fucking soup, man.
No,
Campbell's is salt.
it wasn't even that. It was all homemade, vegetable, a lot of celery, and
Oh.
shit of
I mean,
barley.
Celery isn't real. It's fucking.
It was
It's
in
like
our
the
soup.
It's like the hologram planes that took down the World Trade Center. It doesn't exist.
I thought it was
oh,
raisins,
Jesus
Bruce.
Christ.
Or is that A1?
I have
It
no
isn't
idea.
A1 Worcestershire sauce.
I don't have
Yeah.
A1. There's-
Worcestershire sauce is not A1.
no, it's
Okay, because A1 is got raisins in it. That's weird.
That is weird.
They're not
Do you like-
solid if they're in there.
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah, so whatever. It's just an ingredient.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of anchovies either.
I mean, this explains why I don't.
Worcestershire
have a lot of
sauce is an
sauce.
anchovy paste.
Hey,
That's
other
the
people
name for it.
yucks or some people's yum or other people's yucks. I had this basically same conversation maybe 2-3 weeks ago at the lounge where this guy's like, we've already decided what the most tasty animals are. What he's like, pork, beef, and chicken. I'm like, well, I don't like chicken. I like duck. He's like, well, I don't. I'm like, trust me. It depends on what part of the world you live in is what is what's on the menu. If you're
Yeah.
in South America, your pet guinea pig is on the menu.
If you're in Africa, rat is on the menu.
There's certain parts of
Well,
America, rats on the
mouse.
menu.
If you're in Africa, mud is on the menu.
Well, it's like I
thought
saw
that
a
was,
video.
That was Haiti and their dirt cookies.
No, it's everywhere where
What was it? Yeah, I was watching this
Those
video
people
where this
are.
guy was talking about the perfect way to make raccoon with gravy
Not a
over
fish
rice.
fan. There's like 3 kind of fish I'll eat, and
yeah, I could never get through the fucking guitar solos and the jam bands just don't do it for me, bro.
Gumbo is amazing. Jesus.
That was a fish joke
Yeah.
all over your heads.
No, I got it. I just decided to let it.
I don't know
go.
what the fuck you're talking about because I listen to good music.
Like I said, I could never get into jam bands.
Oh, okay. Led Zeppelin or who?
Zeppelin. Nah.
That's a tough one because the Who's got
Yeah.
some bangers, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll go with the Zepp all the day long. But
Who are the Who? It's a different.
if you were to say like the Zeppelin or Beatles, I'd be like Zeppelin all day. Who's the Beatles? But
Right.
I like the Who.
It's the Kinks, not the Beatles. We listen to the Kinks here.
Billy Idol or the Sex Pistols.
Thanks, Per.
Uh,
Billy
I'll take
Idol or
Sex
Sex
Pistols.
Pistols? I'm gonna go with Sex Pistols.
Interesting.
They contributed a lot more to music than what you'd think.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I always thought they were mildly overrated, but okay.
I mean, Billy Idol's great. Don't get me wrong, but I listened to a lot more Sex
And
Pistols.
we did.
than a lot of years.
We had a lot of fun covering White Wedding and Rebel Yell and a couple other songs back in the day, but you know, it was the '80s. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's fair. So, speaking of bands and all that, I saw a picture of Axl Rose. He looks like the ugly younger sister of Martha Stewart these days.
Axel.
Yeah, I don't like Guns N' Roses.
Can't stand that guy.
I like
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses back in the day. I mean,
Nope.
fuck. Appetite for Destruction was probably one of their best albums.
It is their best album.
I mean, I like November Rain. Don't get me wrong. I like.
Remember is.
I,
It's that's the one about the funeral, right?
yep. There's
Yeah.
the hot chick and the rock star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
they were.
They're all hot chicks and rock stars, man.
Yeah, we called them a chick band because more chicks liked them than dudes.
That's okay.
Then
That
We
that
said-
means when you put them on, you're going to get some.
I could put on better music and still get some. And it's like
Were
it's
they deaf?
you lump they get lumped in with Bon Jovi. You
I
go to a
could
Bon Jovi
play the
concert?
Dead
Bon-
Milkman and get more pussy.
I don't
Bon
have no problem
Jovi
with
is
Bon
back
Jovi.
in the day. Bon Jovi was a panty dropper. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, for him and the band.
Oh man, then you were doing it.
Guys in the audience.
You were doing it wrong, my friend.
No. I trust me. I was not doing it wrong. I had very.
Well, we all know how you do
You see
it.
what you're getting,
And the way you do
and
it.
see
is
what
with-
you need to remember, Connell, is that he wasn't aiming that particular gender.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah.
Gay joke, sure.
We all know that when you do it, it's with 3 to 12 dudes.
No, it's with no dudes, just me, and well,
Just you, okay.
Just you.
Just you, okay.
well, yeah, that's definitely better than a bunch of dudes. But no, I
Just
never
you
had to
and
be
3
for
to
that
12 dudes. And something called a fuck pew.
I used to hang out with Metallica. They're kind of douchebags. They kind of still are. I'd rather
back-
party with Megadeth. To be honest.
Well, yeah. Well, they kicked out the lead singer of Megadeth because he scared them a little bit because he's
Yeah.
slightly fucking nuts.
Mhm.
No, going back to who am I thinking? Billy Idol. Billy Idol has had a love affair with
waiting
cocaine
for you to
for the
say
last 40
Eilish.
years. What?
I keep waiting for you to say Eilish every time you say Billy and
Billy
then
Idol.
stumble.
No.
I wouldn't mind spending
Stumble.
some time with Billy. Whatever her fucking last name is.
Eilish.
Jesus, she doesn't have to talk. She doesn't have to talk. Same way with the Congress lady from Colorado. She doesn't have to talk.
You know, I would take her to a theater.
Yeah. Apparently, she's a necrophiliac.
Lauren Boebert.
Yes,
the
yes.
necrophiliac. She likes
Yeah,
it dead. She likes
she-
it dead.
No, she's a
Literally had
necrophiliac
better.
because she
She's
gave
not
a
that
hand.
special.
She
When
gave
you-
a guy
when
a
you take
handy
away the
J while
fame
watching
and
the
the
musical
fortune
Beetlejuice.
and the celebrityism,
Oh.
she's not that. She's just average, to be
Hey,
honest.
like I said,
You're
sex
just
is
average.
like breathing. It's awesome when you're getting it, and it really fucking blows when you're not.
I don't think it blows when you're not. You have to be getting it for it to blow.
Yeah. One of my local friends like, you should give up sex for Lynn. I'm like, fucking can't give up something you're not. You can't give up something you're not getting.
Uh,
I
yes,
feel
you
guilty.
can. You just keep doing what you're already doing.
Right?
I just can't go back to that flat Earth girl, no matter how hard I try.
You can't go back to what?
The flat earther.
You should. She was so good.
Coffee was great, but that was just the end
And
of
look, if you get it done right, you'll teach her about the roundness of things.
By the way, Bruce, I know I thanked you multiple times, but thank you again for that 5 pound of coffee from Black Rifle?
Blackout.
Blackout,
Blackout.
that too.
That Black Rifle's a bunch of fucking posers.
Blackout coffee. I'm about ready to kill the bag.
Good.
So
So
it
send
makes
send them a link to the website,
I have it. I just need to order some more.
but make sure it's an affiliate link so you get a kickback.
Well, I got his code. I've written it down somewhere. So, Jesus, another topic. So, I've decided that I'm going to start writing, and I'm like, starting to write, and I'm like, this is crap. I need to dial this back.
You need
So,
to.
I'm like, I'm going to flesh out the characters first. So, I know what's going on with my characters. My character on yellow pad, legal pad, looks like a D&D character sheet.
Yeah, that's good. Now, add more stuff to it. Add more
Yeah, that shouldn't surprise anybody here.
It's literally one of the recommendations that you do is that you do that for all your characters, all the ones that aren't like store clerks or whatever.
Right, yeah. It's just I'm like date of birth, age, sex, height, weight, citizenship, religion, education, college, work is what I wrote down. Then the background. Then just
include hobbies and like
I don't know. I
um,
forget.
what's in the
Oh,
person's
that
wallet.
his character looks like a character sheet. You should join us on the writing club.
Yeah. We meet every Fridays at noon or 3:00 my time.
Take care,
Yes, sir.
Plady. Good seeing you again, man.
See you,
Be good,
Lady.
So what's
Get some
that?
rest, buddy.
What time is it for you right now?
1.
1. Okay, so it would be 2:00 your time on Fridays.
Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
I might be able to make that work.
Yeah.
Fridays are just crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Connell, you'll even be perfect for November.
Oh yeah. November. We call that naughty November. It's where I make
No.
shadow erotica.
No, just fucking
That-
no.
I'd be more interested in what Raven had to write.
We
I
would too.
love
We have yet to
Raven.
see it.
Her character woke up. Very terrible. Well written, but very terrible.
Hey, Shadow.
Hmm.
Here's something from your nightmares.
Which one of my exes did you get in miniature form?
Is that the Jabberwocky?
It is.
That's a WizKids
Jabberwocky.
one too.
Yep.
Yeah, just be careful, man. That thing's gonna start to warp.
And we named her Sarah.
Yeah,
Jabberwocky.
Bruce, let me show you. The Caristo you sent me.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
That's
but he's
real pretty.
he's leaning. This
Yeah,
is
they're top heavy.
he's leaning at the ankles. I mean, this is like literally level.
You'll have to kit bash it with like some coin or some like a melted sinker weight from fishing tackle.
No, it's not that. It's literally all the weight is on the ankles,
Yeah.
and it's hundreds of times the weight, so it's bending.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I say you're gonna have to kit bash it. Yes,
Yeah.
shove something in the ankle so it's stiffer.
Mhm.
I told you that when you were assembling it. You gotta like drill a
I
hole
used
in
to
He's
there.
assemble
used to shoving things in the
What?
ankle.
Solid
He's used to
beast.
shoving
There's
things
no
up the
assembly.
ass.
Yeah. Well, before you painted it, you gotta drill something in the
Yeah,
ankle and put some
I'd never
fucking
had a
coat
whiskey
hanger up there.
model do this, but I've also
Yeah.
never had one.
They're
that's
not well made.
That's like I have 2 of them, one not painted and one pre-painted, and they both fucking do it. It's just that fucking model, that mode. That was
Well,
just
anything that thin, right? Anything that thin. It's like remember there was that old Starfleet game from the 80s? Ship battles or whatever it was.
Starfleet battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the models would just do that because you have thin little things and saucers and the cells.
The nacelles.
The whole things was just like folding
Really,
on
because
themselves.
I have some, and they didn't do that. Well, they might because they're metal. I wish
No,
I still.
it was the metal ones that did that. The plastic
Oh,
ones
really?
didn't. Yeah,
Oh yeah, because they were lead. So yeah, it makes perfect sense.
but it doesn't matter. You have anything that thin with that much weight at the end, it's going to start doing that crap.
that is TMI is fucking sexy there. Bruce, if I had $500 or $600, where we were charging,
6.
Six,
I won't
I-
let that one go for anything less than 6 plus shipping and handling, and that'll give me enough to get another one so I can do it better.
I've definitely sent you the money. I'm still slightly heartbroken that you didn't give me the other the Colossus Red Dragon
I got to work on that one.
from
Gotta get another one of those in
Wizard,
my collection.
because then I would have matching bookends.
Here's one of Reaper's newer ogre sculpts.
They're not bad. I
No.
mean, I know how you guys feel about the company, and that's fine. And I'm not
I
saying
love Reaper. I just hate the white plastic.
The
Oh
white
no, this
plastic's garbage, but you got it. The new stuff they're using.
It's
Yeah.
not bad.
This stuff is really good. It's got a good cut on it. You have good edges.
Yeah, well,
time will tell.
they're Sino the Sinocast, right? And the white was the first plastic that
Yeah,
they
that was the
developed.
first plastic they did.
Yeah, it was like prototype, right? Like this new product.
Yeah, recycled garbage.
It's like
It's a
2014 when the first ones came out.
Whiz-
It's not just recycled, but no, it's just the formula was like it was new, so they didn't know.
been using your mom's used tampons since 2001.
That's
Everybody
disgusting,
knows
bro.
Cherokee hair works best.
I like WizKids. All the figs I've gotten from WizKids
Like that.
since 2016 when they first started making, more HD def ones. I've never had a problem with. They all look great.
Their
They take
bigger
paint
ones
well.
are a problem.
What?
The bigger figures for WizKids are
Yeah.
a problem.
Problematic.
Yeah, they will lean on you. They will warp.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that.
And the faces are really not very good.
They don't do good on faces.
Well, they've never done well on faces.
No, the metal is sharp. and
Well,
clean.
okay.
They're not metal. They're plastic.
I'm not. Yeah, the plastic.
They're like a second generation comparable to the Bones. The second gen Bones came out in 2018, and WizKids was able to do more variety than what Reaper had, and so they stole the entire market with their first run of the WizKids figures in 2017.
Oh, the
well,
fucking.
don't forget the owner of Reaper, Ed Pug, passed away. So
Well,
that
that was before Ed passed, but Ed had not updated a lot of the machinery they were doing the molds with, and so the molds were not as good as what they could have been. And then here comes WizKids, and they just took the entire market. Like I watched an entire game store in one season go from green Reaper packages to the pale beige packages that WizKids had within 2 months. WizKids figs were outselling everything, including the GW stuff, because even the GW players were picking up these figs for their own homes or whatever games they had.
I have quite a few of them, but I don't buy their humans and humanoids and character models because
They did the HeroClix Mage Knight, right? So
they did.
I think so.
I wish they'd bring back the original version of Mage Knight.
Yeah,
Maybe better models, but the original version of it.
I don't know what season they came out because their miniatures come out in seasons. I was told, like whatever. But
it's either seasons or waves. But
yeah.
And lately they haven't put anything spectacular out in the way of
the Tiamat, WizKids Tiamat, the WizKids. They have a couple bigger ones, but those are even like fucking 4 or 5 years old at this point.
Yeah, it's been a while since they put out any or the stuff that they're putting out is like Critical Role related or things like that.
Yeah, I go where the money's at.
Yeah, well, because they've run out of stuff because they did a lot. I'm not saying
they abandoned their original intellectual properties, right? So
I was going to say, I think it's a second wave or season. The fucking Beholder that WizKid pumped out.
Yeah, I've got it. It's nice.
You couldn't find it on I could not find it.
I think it's a little big though. It seems a little.
Well, the original Beholders were like the size of this guy right here, which this is one of those cursed Reaper figs.
Yeah,
with the white plastic, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't mind. They no longer look like a beach ball that hung out with Coolio.
Yeah, they're starting to be like the size of a Volkswagen Bug, and that to me seems a little big. But gents, I gotta say goodnight. I got a busy day tomorrow. It's good hanging out with all of you. I will see you tomorrow.
Shadow, it's always good to have you around, man. I love it.
Dude, let's do the reunion and bring the band back together at least for one night. Before we can't.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try to. I mean, I'll throw it out there to the other guys. I don't know what Jade's up to. I don't know what Garrett's up to. I've made attempts to contact Garrett, and he's got other things going on the
Life's
nights
kind
where
of kicking him in the nuts right now hard.
What?
Life's been kicking him in the nuts pretty hard right now.
I've been suspecting that, but I haven't got it confirmed until just
Yeah,
now.
well,
when
just
you
let
said
him
it.
know that people are thinking about him and Jade. At
Jay's
least
just
with
fucking
Jade,
busy.
just
Yeah.
fucking with you, Baron. But yeah, it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah, and I miss that.
Or,
I miss the table
know,
breakers.
Yeah.
So, just catch up. Even if it isn't live. What the fuck? We all got Discord. But
Well, we'll
you
figure it
guys,
out.
I'll talk to you tomorrow or what have
Yeah.
you. Give your families a hug. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Party on Shadow. I'll see you tomorrow. Later today. Bruce, what the fuck happened to your Discord?
It just went away.
Yeah.
It just like literally I woke up one day, couldn't log in, tried it on all my devices. Nope. Tried contacting Discord and I've been in waiting pattern ever since then.
Yeah.
They won't respond back to me. Don't know what's going on. Kind of concerned, like, is there anybody over at the office right now?
No.
They've
they're
not.
all in their diaper play parties or whatever.
They went out for lunch and just never came back.
They're performing. They're doing a LARP of Connell's father.
That's fair.
No,
You're
literally.
probably one of the few people that can get away with that, Bruce.
But it's like they said we'll be back, and then like it's been months.
Oh yeah, or years.
Months.
Yeah. There's a lot of people on the Discord across the internet that I found that just like they've had their accounts hacked or something's happened and nobody's gotten back to them. So they have to go use either TeamSpeak or Guilded or something.
You can just create another account, though.
I don't want to create another account.
I know. But it's one of those things.
Well, if that's how that company is, I don't want to give them any time.
It's a company run by a bunch of fucking lefty retards. Literally, I'm not joking with the diaper play like that's come out about some of their admins that they're into the diaper play community. Weird shit.
Well, the internet's full of weird people. Does it really surprise you?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck's sake. I don't know. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I'm looking then after we get done tomorrow, hopefully at a reasonable time.
That's not happening. This is
Right.
a Bruce game you're talking about.
I can't run until like fucking midnight again. I just can't. And still try to function the next day.
I hate to tell you, but our good buddy Bruce over there, he doesn't run games that are shorter than 43 hours long.
If I could run like here's what I would do, Justin. If I could do the game I wanted every other week, then what I would do with this group, we would have a pair of hotel rooms with beds and bedding in one room.
You're starting to sound like people that work at Discord.
We have the beds over there if you're tired, or if I send you off to bed, you're going to bed. But the table's in this room over here, and we're all in this room until like 20 hours into it. Then you go get a 4-hour nap, and you come back to the table, and we'll have fucking waffles and pancakes shipped in.
I hate to break it to you here, Bruce, but other than fucking Joe, no one in our party is still in their fucking 20s.
We have caffeine and speed. If the coffee doesn't work for you, let me get you some Stacker 3s, okay? You'll be fine.
Yeah, I was about to say caffeine puts my ass to sleep, so
I'll get you some Stacker 3s, and you can chew on some coffee beans or something. You'll be good.
Some cocaine, and you'll be going.
Too. I mean, this is San Antonio. I can stumble on that. You could be walking down the road and find a junkie with that shit on him. Yeah, I'll give this away for $50.
I live in Pekin. I don't have to go that far.
They still pretend it's the 80s down here,
isn't it?
I tell you what, they act like it. I would love to run just a like I did a hardcore game back in 2014 at my townhouse when I had that, and my players hated me because we played until 3 in the morning from like noon, and we went to bed, and at 7 o'clock I woke up and I started making pancakes, and half my players decided they'd go leave and go take a hotel room so they could get some sleep. And this was like 6 people were there. 2 of them slept in the van outside, and then the other 4 were in the bedroom, and they just couldn't sleep at all because between Mike snoring and the dog getting up and running around acting like fucking crackhead, like that totally backfired on me.
Was this back when you were in Goodfield?
No, this was here in San Antonio in 2014.
Oh wow.
And I had a townhouse with plenty of space for bodies to lay down, and we had air mattresses and everything in the other room. And there was like 6 people that came here and to play. 2 of them came out of Corpus Christi, 2 hours away, and so like I made breakfast and tried getting the game going. Finally, at like 12, everybody's there, ate food, got powered up, and then we played some more. And the worst part about it was that we were playing through a campaign that the bad guys were just not very well constructed. It was a Paizo campaign. I think it was the Rune Lord's Return or something.
That was second. Yeah, that was the tail end of Pathfinder.
A first edition Pathfinder, and it was
Yeah.
garbage. And they made me sign a contract that I wouldn't try to alter the bad guys or anything. I didn't realize that 2 of them had read it and one of them had run it before. I agreed to that, which was a bad deal. It was a bad deal. No, the worst deal ever. So I decided after that I would never again enter an agreement where the DM would not have the ability to adjust monsters or such. And they waltzed through that campaign like they were dancing with a summer breeze. I mean, fucking 15 levels in 5 months. And they just they dominated it. They were using builds that I pretty much decided, okay, these hardcovers are ass. And then at the very end, after they beat the campaign, they went through all of it. It was garbage. But I said, here's how I would redo the last battle. And they're like, oh, yeah, we want to see this because, we think you're an okay DM. Like, well, hold on. Give me a half hour. And so I restatted everything. And I used my favorite book, The Advanced Bestiary, which they had not seen come off the shelf. And one of them was like, that's not even an official book. I'm like, it's written by Owen K.C. Stevens, one of the original writers for Pathfinder. And he wrote the original book in 3.0. So I think he knows what he's doing.
I'd hope.
And then when I ran that combat lasted for 8 hours and I had a TPK.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it was a struggle because one of the characters was a life oracle.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just banned all the way around.
Yeah, I took him out first, and that was really tough because after I got him down to like 20% of what he had to start with, he did a time stop and 2 rounds of the heal spell, and then summon monster 8. And fuck, uphill battle. But I managed to clear it all the way I was supposed to. I adhered to my plan, which I gave him. Like, here's what I'm going to do. Here's my guarantees. Here's what I'm going to have. And I'll never again run with that group of people because they are such absolute pussies. They want zero wiggle room for the DM. You have to use the module as it's intended, as it's written. You can't vary. You have to apply. You have to adhere to the hit points written in the book. Blah 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 blah. No.
Was what's her name part of that fucking group?
I don't think you knew these people.
All right, because I was before I gained this group, it was a group once before. I couldn't fucking make it work.
There was a lady, Faith, that was part of that group, and she is Mike. I can't remember his last name. He was a torpedoman in the Navy, got injured really bad. Then he went to work for Caterpillar, and he is like one of these handy, capable people.
Yeah.
All he does in his free time is paint miniatures. So he's got like a basement that's kind of like my front room, nothing but miniatures on shelves. Every system you ever wanted to play is in
Yeah.
his basement. And there's people that want to just camp out at his house, like Tranny Mike now wants to camp out at his house all the time. Anyway, her husband Mike is a cripple, and then he has his little lackey Tranny Mike, which Tranny Mike is tranny. He's a cross-dressing piece of shit. Had a really good wife, ruined her. His ex-wife is now Blaine's girlfriend.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and she's
Okay.
she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. But he anyway. So the lady Faith was playing a game of mine. It's on my channel, and the party's getting ready to adventure in a town that has a very famous dungeon that all the adventurers go to, like crack cocaine. And they try to
Oh,
keep alive with stuff.
gotcha.
And she had made some mentions of some things that I didn't really like. Like she's like, "Hey, Bruce, would you like to have handy-capable adventurers?" What? Well, what do you think about wheelchair heroes? And I'm like, I'll run with this. And I had a group of NPCs come to town, and they got to know all 4 adventurers that were in wheelchairs, and they were an adventuring party going into Rapanathuk. And like the second room is a stairwell.
Going down's not a problem. Coming back up,
Oh no, getting down was not a problem at all. They died at the bottom of the stairs because there's a strength draining skeleton that's there, and he just fucking massacres idiots. So when I ran that encounter, she got really upset, left the panel, and then she just left my game.
God.
And Max Leal was in the chat.
I'm sure he got a good laugh out of that.
Oh, he still talks about that from time to time.
I just
So
His favorite story to talk about is the Blue Dragon incident.
well, were you part of that, Connell?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, man. Sorry.
I still have flashbacks.
Well, half the party was fucking idiots that day, and you might have been part of that. I don't think you were, but like the party went through this portal. We're gonna go because like we're not having fun with this campaign. Okay, well, fine, go to the portal, and they meet the big fucking blue dragon. Same blue dragon.
No. I was not there for that nonsense.
Okay,
But I've heard of it. I've heard this story a few times.
so
'Cause I'm
half the
thinking-
party went in there. The other half kind of stayed out. Travis went in there, and he saw what was going on. This big blue dragon's like, "Give me all your magical gear. You're not even supposed to be here, and then I'll let you leave with your lives." And fucking Brooke is playing a paladin. I'm going to attack the dragon. He wouldn't kill us. We're only 4th level. That's a big gargantuan dragon figure. He wouldn't have a big gargantuan blue dragon fighting against us at 4th level, would he?
Oh,
Um,
in Shadow's game, I've got this horn from Arduin. It's like the horn of dragon breath, and I can blow it 3 times a day.
Mhm.
And I have to roll on a chart, and when I blow it, it gives you dragon breath, right?
Sure.
But it also summons any dragon within so many kilometers. So whenever the bad guys are really pissing me off, I'll just like blow it at the wall or something, and then fuck off and let them deal with the dragons.
you know, and
That's even been a way.
I'm not trying to bash Brooke, I'm sure he's a nice guy and all that. But in my experience, me and him should just not be in the same campaign.
No, that's you're absolutely right. You guys are incompatible. Like Brooke is a nice guy, but I've had him in games where there's a person that is a little bit stubborn on ideas, or sometimes the ideas being presented would not work for their character, and they will take glee in like, no, I'm not going to do that. And Brooke and them get into an argument, and then Brooke turns it into a shouting match. And Brooke's voice can carry whenever he wants to actually use his dad voice, which he's not a dad in real life. He's kind of like me. He's somebody that had opportunity, never took it, never stayed with it, whatever. but he only brings out the dad voice when it's time to pick on somebody of a younger or smaller stature. So, and I'm not trying to pick on him, but I mean this is part of his faults, and there's ways he could fix this. One way would be just owning up to the shortfalls you have as a human being, and then going from there and trying to capitalize on your weaknesses, and by minimizing them and maximizing the things that you are good at. But he fails in a lot of aspects of that. He really does. So I'm not.
It kind of creeps me out a little bit.
You're
Like-
not the first person to say that to me.
I would not allow him. I would not let any of my female friends hang out with them by themselves. I'm not
We
saying he
had-
would do anything, but that's just the vibe I get from him.
We had a female friend live here with us when Brooke was a roommate, and she did not appreciate Brooke. And I don't mean to blame Brooke, but Brooke creeped her out, and so she fled, and she went to Houston to try to see if she could salvage something over there. And she met somebody else, somebody new, but her radar was busted, and the guy was really bad news. And she ended up being found dead and beaten.
Oh, fuck.
Who knows what else? But
Fuck's sake.
yeah, so that was like my wife's best friend. And therefore, that was when I really just like, Brooke, listen, man, I love you like a brother, but I'm telling you as my family, you need to get out and learn how to live on your own. Because now we don't have Candy. Candy's dead.
Yeah, that.
And she was happy to have been here. She would have stayed here, but Brooke was here. And
Somebody
was-
needs to go, and it should have been Brooke. I mean, yeah, it should have been Brooke.
well, Brooke did leave. It took that to happen. And I wanted him to leave before because, hey, got this girl in my life. Kind of want to have naked sex in every room of my apartment.
Twice on Sunday.
Multiple times on Sunday. Sundays are for sex only. Anyway,
I mean,
So-
I'm not trying to bash the guy's
Whoa.
character or whatever. I'm just, fucking be.
It's
It's
just one day is for sex only.
no. Sundays, like the only exertion you should have is sex.
That's every day. Well, maybe you stop for food.
anything you want to add to this, gamer?
Yeah.
Not much I can add to it.
Oh,
I'll stop being a bore. I'm sorry.
I mean, I've had a couple of the only experiences I've had with people who stay at my, in this case, my parents' house, since all of it happened in my teenage years, is, oh, by the way, don't ever invite anybody to live at your house ever again.
friends are great until they become roommates. Then you guys, there's no escaping.
Yeah, then you
Mm.
find out who they truly are.
You are.
Usually
I've
thieves and
lucked out with-
jackasses.
I've looked out with a few people. I was roommates with Jade there for a while, and that went well.
You and him are still friends.
Oh yeah, but I'm a bit much. I'll admit to it. I'm a big much. My personality is not the most.
You're being nihilistic again, man.
No, I'm being honest.
Yeah, but it's your personality because you're so down on yourself all the time.
No, it's because
you
I'm
should
an
be a little
asshole.
more. You should be a little more happy, and that will deal with your assholeness on its own.
But when I'm happy, I'm a bigger asshole.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Bruce,
Yeah. Gotta
I've
be around when
never
he's drunk.
seen you happy.
You ought to go with him to the fucking pineapple fest or the pumpkin fest in Morton and let him have 30 beers before he meets you.
that was my Belushi day.
And he's doing cartwheels because things are going so weird and he's so drunk. He's doing cartwheels in public. You have to imagine him about maybe 70 pounds less than what he is right now, and he's doing cartwheels effortlessly.
You mean 170 pounds less than you?
Yeah. I was like,
'Cause I don't think. No offense, Connell, but you doing a cartwheel is just like rolling around.
No. He was actually extending his arms, propelling himself off the ground, getting his elbows straight, then bending them properly, doing proper springs, The guy was a very fit big man.
I'm still limber. Just things hurt more now.
The only
They
real
will
party
always
trick
hurt
I
more.
have is sticking my right foot behind my head.
I'm sure that'll make some person very happy.
Well, I
I
showed that to one guy one
suggest
time.
I
What?
suggest
Yeah.
you take Shadow up on his job offer. 'Cause that's the only use that part of trick.
Yeah, that was not Bruce. That was not the best day of my life. Well,
You were really happy
I was drunk.
that you were.
Fucking we get there and
that
Russ.
pumpkin spice beer really.
No,
hits you.
I get there and Russ is like, "You feel like drinking?" I'm like, "Sure." I look at my wall. It's like I don't have much. It's all right. I just got paid. Okay, maybe not. Okay, it probably might have been 30 beers.
Russ is not a rich man, but he managed to float his drunkenness. It was nice.
Plus, I think the beers were like no more than like $1 a pop, and they were pitchers, not like, yeah.
They were like this size.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drink from a proper stein, make it a Hofbraustein.
Kevin is when Kevin moved back to this area, he thought me and him went drinking one night, and I stopped after maybe 10 to 15, and it was Budweiser. It doesn't really hit me. And
Well, it is like slightly less alcoholic water.
I mean, I pissed a harder stream, Justin.
But other than that, no, he's like, I don't drink as much as I used to. I'm not actually since last year. What was going on last year? I haven't really drank really at all. Which
Well, when the doctor says you need to quit, I mean, you kind of take notice.
Yeah. Just 3 barrels of whiskey a day.
No,
that's Raven and her bourbon.
At worst, I was 3 bottles of wild turkey a day, and still functioning.
And you call yourself Irish? For shame.
Hey,
your grandmother is spitting in her grave right now. Well, she would be, but she's too drunk to.
You ever had poutine? You've ever had poutine before?
No.
It's Irish moonshine. Technically, you cannot get in Ireland, but you can get it everywhere else, which makes me giggle. Smells like Play-Doh. No, it smells like rubbing alcohol. Tastes like Play-Doh.
Sounds like every batch of homemade liquor ever.
Yeah. Oh my god. But no, the happier I am, the more asshole I am. I don't know why. It's like, hey, you're happy. Let's make the rest of the world regret this. Okay.
He was quite drunk this night.
You're saying your true nihilistic behaviors come out?
I'm not a nihilist. I don't
you
want the
are
world.
A nihilist.
I do not want the world to end. I just want to get up.
That's not nihilism.
And I didn't realize at the time, but at the time I was dating a woman that Connell thought it was his soulmate. We both found out neither one of us were her soulmate, which was good for us.
Yeah. And we became really good friends afterwards.
Yeah. Eskimo brother.
Yeah. He's my, I do
regard buddies. It's not cool, man.
No, I mean, yeah, we're Eskimo brothers, but I do consider Bruce like a brother. We don't get along we don't agree on everything, but what we do agree on, we
don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah. I'd rather have a conversation with you over politics than some of the people we game with tomorrow.
Well, if you want to get along and have more game, we talk less about politics. Yeah. Do not get Janet started. I love Janet. Everybody loves Janet. Janet, I tried to pump her out tonight and get all of it out of her. She did not. She had technical problems. So it was kind of funny during the middle of the stream. Like all of a sudden she's listening to a video, but she can't hear me or the other panelists. And Janet, can you pause the video? Janet. And then we figured it out about 8 minutes later. But situation normal.
She kind of reminds me and I don't mean this as a negative aspect, just personality trait. She kind of reminds me of Shadow, where Shadow swears up and down every person in Hollywood is a pedophile.
Well, I mean,
This is not completely untrue.
yeah. Have you ever read the Godfather book?
Yes.
I recommend you reread it, at least the first third of it, because it goes into the situation with the film director and the horse's head. And this is not the first time he's destroyed a young girl's vagina, because whenever she comes out of the office at the start of the story, before Vita, I don't, what's the guy's name? Anyway, the actor is waiting for him to finish with her so he can talk with him about getting in this new picture. And instead, he has a young girl with her mom go into his office, and he's next introduced as the mother is trying to get the daughter out. The daughter is unable to walk properly because he's done something horrible to her.
Yeah.
And this was back in the 1950s or 60s when it was written. 66, I think. 68. I wasn't born then.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
But this is not the first time that people have accused Hollywood of being pederasts, and it didn't end. They kept playing the same tune, kept doing the same shit.
But when you say the problem with saying everybody is you're piling people into that situation. It's like going old school is say, are you going to say Tom Selleck is a pedophile? Are you going to say Harrison Ford?
No. You're misunderstanding the peons. Those are actors. They're peons.
Yeah, they're begging for a job.
You're talking about the executive.
You need to go above
the
that.
Executives, the guys that are pushing money around and fronting films.
They've
Those
got small hats, and they all go to the same place on a Saturday.
Law Dog, I agree with that idea. The best way to deal with politics at the table is to place a tariff on people talking about politics.
Yeah, you give me $30 every time you mention politics. Not the DM, not whoever you assign that, specifically me. This is all gaming tables. And it's precisely $30 every time somebody might mention.
We're going to watch Justin lose his entire table. It'll be the worst game ever.
No, not just my table, your table, and everybody else's table.
Did you
It's
see
not
the
in
new?
politics? You gotta send me $30.
Did you see the new Tesla commercial?
Yeah. It's comes with specialized fire extinguishing blankets.
It was filmed at the White House. I want to know, and I'm not trying to be a dick, just how our rules work with our presidents. As soon as you become the president, you no longer have a driver's license.
No, the Secret Service doesn't let you drive.
Right.
Because
you don't even really get you don't even get a grown-up phone anymore. But that's besides the point.
So Obama is the one that fucked up on the phones because he had an iPhone and he told the Secret Service, figure it out. I want to use an iPhone. We have an Android phone for you. I want to use my iPhone. My iPhone, nobody else's iPhone.
No.
They had to fucking try to figure out how to get around the Apple API. And, Apple's really not secure. They let him use it, but he was kind of restricted on shit.
His phone, he was sitting there talking about it. The phone that he has basically does the same thing, has the same freedom as an iPhone you'd give to like a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
But so Trump, in his infinite kindness, wisdom, whatever, decided that he's going to buy a Tesla. Well, he's not going to drive it. None of his kids are going to fucking drive it. Yeah. So is he going to give away a charity?
No, it's going to stay in the White House lawn until it blows up. Taking out the East Wing.
Battery decides to go away.
Yeah, it's going to take out the East Wing, and I'm going to laugh.
I saw that.
But that's what you get for your incredibly environmentally unfriendly vehicle.
At least you recognize that, Justin. All EVs are environmentally unfriendly.
As of right now.
No, as of ever, because by design, they take more power to charge, and their batteries have a shelf life of 7 years.
Maybe.
If the
Maybe,
car doesn't have a shelf life of 7 years, though,
but 90% of the car is the battery.
yeah,
Yeah, and
It's
if
like
when the
it's like
battery
if
goes
you
away,
had
you've
to.
got to pay 3/4 the cost to put a new battery in.
Yeah,
I
it's like
have
if you
a.
had to have your engine, the entire block ripped out every 7 years.
I'd rather not have a Tesla. No offense to Teslas, I'm just not the guy that finds them exciting. And
I
worse yet,
rather.
every time I see a Tesla or EV, you know what it looks like? Some bullshit out of the Jetsons. Fuck off. I don't want Jetsons. I want, if you're going to give me an EV and demand me to drive a toy car, please put a body style of like a 67 Mustang on it or like a 73 Corvette Stingray split
Well,
window
you
or
I
can't
want a
something,
because they're not
DeLorean.
aerodynamic
something
enough.
cool looking.
I want a DeLorean.
DeLorean is even the DeLorean is sexier than any of us. Like I'm a
I want
DeLorean
a.
fan, but
I want a.
I understand that they're a blocky vehicle.
Oh, they're all fucking steel. I mean, fuck.
Well, no, they're aluminum, but
They originally were a full steel body.
the
They might have changed over the
no, the
decade.
originals were the outer was aluminum.
Oh,
The
okay.
yeah,
I was always under the information that they were.
that's what gave it that specific sheen was the aluminum.
Uh,
Element. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
I
That
was always under the information they were purely
you would know they were made in Ireland.
by a guy who sold drugs.
Well, he was framed.
Okay.
He was framed.
I think he just got out of prison, or he's about ready to get out of prison.
I think he's
Well, I've heard
dead.
they're trying to bring the DeLorean name back. I don't know in what capacity, though.
Someone bought it like 5 years ago and started manufacturing them again. 5-10 years ago.
I always thought like a Tesla version, but make it look like a fucking DeLorean would be fucking awesome looking.
Yeah.
Although, as
Oh,
much
the Cybertruck.
the Cybertruck, if I can make the Cybertruck look like a hedgehog, not a hedgehog, a warthog off of Halo, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. So the guys that bought DeLorean, they started by manufacturing new originals, right? So they bought out the warehouse that had all the original parts in it and just started throwing them together because there was like enough parts in a warehouse somewhere to build like 80,000 of the fucking things.
Who was that? What was that guy? He's on Discovery Channel. He does the Discovery. Hey, let's go here and see if we can find shit, but we never find shit. Gates, Josh Gates, or something like that.
Yeah.
He was doing a Back to the Future special, and he went to a place that builds DeLoreans, and they look like if you go back in time to your favorite toy store and get like a Ninja Turtle, whatever, where you had Ninja Turtle and behind it had all those pieces attached to that plastic that you had to pop off.
The Spurs.
Yeah, that's how the DeLoreans were. It was like, huh? We just hang them up on racks. I'm like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Just shelves and shelves of parts for DeLoreans. And they shipped them from Ireland to the U.S. somewhere.
No, I don't think anybody's gonna be shipping anything to America.
Well, this was like a decade ago.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so we're starting to run out on like left mirror housings. So we started to manufacture those. We started to run out on like gasket number 12. So we started to manufacture those.
Don't get me wrong. I mean,
But that's like
I like me a muscle car. I like the Dodge Charger. I like the Stingray. I like the
they did upgrade the engine though. When they started
Yeah.
building them, they upgraded because
the fucking Hellcat. Is it the Dodge Hellcat? A Hellcat? Is it Dodge?
Dodge.
Cops are having an issue keeping up with those cars right now.
Well, they have, if you buy one like what Big Greg's got, it's got 806 horses in it.
Oh God.
Like he's driven that car a couple times and he's been fearful of his life because he put too much accelerator in and he's going around a turn. The way the city is set up, there's a portion of San Antonio where literally you're going northbound on 410, and then if you follow 410, it goes to the right about 35 degrees and then goes into a 35 mile per hour hairpin. So whenever it comes out of that curve, you're going, instead of due north, you're going due west.
Right.
And he took that corner, not at the hairpin turn, but at that same point, there's a merger from the 35 south. And that's still kind of a treacherous curve. You want to do about 45 or 50 in a car, less than a semi if you're loaded like I am usually. And he's doing like 120 mile per hour around it, losing ground. He's getting towards the shoulder where there's a big concrete wall, and he's fearful for his existence. He's done that before a few times. He's like, I always throw myself there. I'm like,
that's a choice. He chooses to take that turn at that speed.
That's kind of where I was at with this conversation. He went into the curve at excessive speed, and this is that FOFO. I love FOFO. He's about to FOFO with inertia and physics.
Well, you know, it is Big Greg, aka Big Moose.
Yes.
It's like well, Crafty Gamer will forever be known as Bubbles to me now, after you told me your living situation there, Crafty Gamer.
Yeah.
He's fine. I mean, there's a reason why he does what he does.
Took me a second to get the reference Bubbles.
Bubbles? Have you never seen Trailer Park Boys?
I've only seen the movie where they talk about the legalization of marijuana, and the one dude at the end screams, "This is so unfucking fair!" and he gets a license to grow marijuana.
Bubbles is the guy who wears the glasses. He's probably the smartest one of the three, with no former or any education of any fucking kind.
You know how he makes his living in the show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He fixed carts.
He runs a grocery cart chop.
Yeah. Anyways,
$700 a pop, motherfucker.
He lives in a shed.
Well, they all live in a shed.
Well,
some of them put them on cinder blocks.
I mean, he doesn't live in a shed. He lives in his home. His shed is his man cave. I mean, Crafting's got a good life. What are you talking about?
No, actually, I do live in the shed because I do not copacetic with my parents' life very much.
I thought you went back to the house when things were done.
Nope.
And when I call you Bubbles, I don't mean it as an insult. It's just you're Bubbles. I get it.
Yeah.
You should write about living in a cuck shed.
Huh.
I saw what you did.
Oh yeah. Day 283. I farted. The internet is still going. Life is good.
Write it as not as a journal, bro. It's a life experience.
Dearest Matilda, it is day 471 of me living in this shed, and Mom has brought me chili. I do not have enough toilet paper for this.
I asked her for tendies, and I got bean soup.
The only benefit is the
she at least brought me tendies with
tonight.
It is not fair. I did not ask for these beans. I don't know if these beans are legal. I only want the legal beans, the good beans, the beans that belong here.
I bet tendies would go good with chili.
I'm probably going to lose a few subs with this, but I really do hate that.
You have subscribers?
Yeah, I have 106, which amuses the fuck out of me.
We really gotta get back to doing those movie review things, man.
Yeah.
Or pick a time and a day, and we can start watching the Gilmore Girls like you wanted.
That's what you want there, Hoss.
I'm
mildly okay with it because
I joined the Reddit to do research.
That show got interesting. First few seasons, the mom was incredibly hot. Then when the daughter became age appropriate, then she got hot. Now it's a mother-daughter fantasy I have in my head.
She was always age appropriate for me. So I'm just saying the actress is 4 years older than me, so it's okay.
How old is she?
She's 43.
Oh, then she's always been age appropriate for me. Fuck's sake, that's not helping.
Also, the Catholic schoolgirl uniform is never a bad thing to have around.
That blonde bitch she hung out with.
Oh, yeah, Paris Geller.
She's another one just needs to stand there. She doesn't really need to talk ever.
I know what show you guys should watch.
She can get the white phosphorus.
You guys should watch the Rookie.
Oh, with Nathan Fillion,
Nathan Fillion, the Canadian.
He is the reason I'm gonna go end up seeing that fucking Superman movie. He's playing Guy Gardner.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him act.
That's the only reason I want to see that movie. It's like the Flash movie. Fucking sucked. The only reason why I went to go see that movie was because Michael Keaton was dressed up as Batman again. Hell yeah.
Yeah. If we could just cut the rest of the movie out.
No shit.
Like, honestly, he was the best Batman. I'll give you what the fuck you say. Michael Keaton was the best Batman. You were wrong, good sir.
Are we adding
or madam?
Wait. Are we including voice acting?
No, just live action.
Because I was going to say Kevin Conroy played a hell of a Batman.
Yeah, but he was just a voice.
But at the end of the day, I mean,
he's probably in his fucking short shorts and his t-shirt while doing
he put more hours in being Batman than all the other actors have. If anybody's Batman, it's Kevin.
Yeah. Also, the original Harley Quinn is still the best Harley Quinn.
Oh, Amy Smart or something like that.
No, the cartoon depiction.
Yeah, the voice actress was like.
I don't care who the original
hot.
design. The original design.
Oh yeah.
She was
there
was
never
crazy, not a sex symbol.
Well, she was always hot.
Depends on who you talk to. They're crafty. That is a sex symbol. She's fucking crazy. I know.
But she was also always a hot chick. Like, what's her name playing the role?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Margot.
She's hot.
Yes. It's like she's like good looking for the role, like, but the design that they've never improved to that design of the character.
I get why she was not a big fan of the wardrobe they put her in Suicide, and I get it because if you're in cold rain, a cold shower the entire fucking movie, you're going, that just sucks.
The Jester outfit would have been better with the white makeup and the little red and black stars on the cheek.
I'm not saying she needs to be wearing a fucking leotard, but
yeah, a little leotard's fun.
Yeah,
just imagine like 7 of 9 his outfit, but with
I will never forgive 7 of 9.
Hat.
I will never forgive Jerry Ryan's.
Why?
She gave us Obama.
She gave you Obama?
Yeah. Her husband was going against Barack Obama and beating him in 2000. And they were running for a House rep seat in Northern Illinois. And Jack Ryan was literally beating Barack Obama. And Obama was like, there's something going on because there's no reason why that white guy and Jerry Ryan divorced. Find out. And so he sent his law team out there, and they broke the seal on the divorce papers. The seal detailed the fact that Jack Ryan
was doing the sex club thing.
Yep, he was in the sex clubs, and Jerry Ryan was not into it.
I don't blame her for that.
Barack Obama won, and then not long after that, he started looking into
how the fuck gay do you have to be? Like, I'm sorry, There is no heterosexual thing you could be into that is better than Jerry Ryan. Unless she's an absolute fucking cold fish in the sack,
I mean,
which I don't believe.
if she's a cold fish, she's a cold fish, and I don't know.
Yeah,
But I'm going to say that the truth came out of why they got divorced, and
Yeah.
like Connell said, because of Jerry Ryan getting a divorce, we got stuck with Barack Obama.
yeah.
Because in 2004 he was elected to the House seat. He beat Jack Ryan. No, wait, he didn't even take him to the polls. Jack Ryan quit
Yeah.
when he was ahead because he felt ashamed.
And I'm sorry, but I wouldn't blame Jerry Ryan for that. He was the one wanting to go to the sex club. It's his fault.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, I trust me. If I was married to that particular woman, I'd be selfish as fuck.
I would be going home and having her live the trad life.
The only way I want to go to a sex club with Jerry Ryan is if it's after I've cloned Jerry Ryan 6 or 7 times, and I'm the only dude in the fucking room. Just saying.
I don't even think I could. No, I wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
In
6 or 7 Jerry Ryans is the only
perfect.
way you beat Jerry Ryan.
I am not a selfish guy by any stretch of the fucking imagination, but yeah, sorry, not gonna happen.
I'm just saying the only thing that improves Jerry Ryan is a Jerry Ryan harem. I'm just saying.
If you could clone her, that'd be great.
Yes. About 2 decades ago.
I've seen pictures of her recently. She's definitely older, but she's still fucking. I wouldn't say no.
Okay, like maybe if Jerry Ryan and Trisha Heffler are gonna double team you.
Trisha
Heffler.
Oh,
number 6.
Number
Up
6.
of fucking Battlestar Galactica.
That's not how you pronounce your last name, but
no, I was thinking of the redhead off Mad Men.
Christina Hendricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I would go.
Halford.
I would go. Yeah, I would. She's a special hell type of girl.
She's in the Marilyn Manson Tainted Love at the very end of the movie, and she's young, and she's brunette, and I'm like, yes, please. I don't know.
This is the quickest I've ever painted a single figure.
Looks pretty good.
I gotta make it to Vegas. I really don't want to make it to Vegas, but I gotta make it to Vegas at least once in my life for the restaurants.
The restaurant. That's not what you go to Vegas for. You go
no,
for
that's how you do Vegas. That's how you do Vegas safely.
Vegas is about losing $2.5 million and sleeping with 8 whores in one night.
Vegas is what you should like. You don't even talk to us about it, but one day you take your son in the barn when he's about to turn 18. Son, I know what you're thinking, and I know what you want to do. You want to have a big bad life. Let me tell you about this time I took a trip to Vegas. Sit down.
Yeah,
and that's when you pull out the Betamax or the Betamax VCR, and you pop the tapes in, and you're like, I went to this place called the Bunny Ranch, and that's where I met.
That's where I met your mother. Yeah, no. Connell takes his son out to the barn. It's like, yes, I had this piece of pizza. It was like this big, and it came with a side of ribs, and there was gravy on everything.
Oh man, listen. From the culinary arts point of view, Vegas right now is where it's at.
I had a turducken, but it was just exotic birds. One of them was an ostrich. Another one was a literal emu. I think there was a Sherpa in there somewhere, but I can't be sure.
I love playing Texas Hold'em.
I had long pork. It's not.
No, I have not. I love playing Texas Hold'em. I do pretty good at it, but I also have the realization is I'm a decent player in a moderate-sized city. Vegas, you might as well just throw your money on the fucking table and walk away.
Well, you're not going into the main fucking primo tournaments. You
The-
just play some fucking blackjack at the table with the damn fucking guy with the PA.
Pros will sit at the fucking will sit at the normal fucking tables.
Yes, but the odds you'll bump into one is highly unlikely.
More than anything.
There's only so many pros in existence, and there are a lot of suckers in Vegas that
Yeah,
you can
that's true.
swindle. Can you count to 12?
I don't play blackjack. I play Texas Hold'em. I don't play the cards. I play the people.
No, but there's card counting is still a thing you can do. All you have
Yeah,
to do is be
I
able
don't
to-
recommend it, but sure, why not?
It's not illegal.
No, them busting your fucking kneecaps and taking you outside of town is questionable, though.
That's not gonna happen. It's not 1992 anymore.
Oh god, I was talking.
Oh, that's so cute. He remembers when the movie Casino came out. After 95.
Hey, what can I say? I think Vegas was better when the mob ran it.
As an Italian, I agree.
I imagine you would.
I just got to say though,
the problem you have with that is none of the mobsters that ran it were Italian.
actually, quite a few were.
No, you should go look that up again.
I have.
There was a lot of seagulls.
There's a lot of seagulls. There's a lot of Sicilian money, and a few Sicilian traffickers that made their way to Vegas. I don't know what happened in the very end, but I do know that things just fell the fuck apart.
Speaking of mobsters, the Gambino mansion is up for sale for $12 million.
Let me win that fucking Powerball. If I win that Powerball, I might just go with the mansion idea. Be like, fuck it, we'll live in the city.
Over the castle in Connecticut.
Over the castle. I'm not moving to Connecticut, dude.
If I won the lottery and bought the
How many
castle-
acres is that castle?
Too fucking many.
Okay, now you have me interested because with acreage comes the ability for me to drop a fucking
Most
berm
of it's
there.
water, though.
No, I need a place to shoot guns with my friends.
You can shoot over the water.
Typically, yes, you can. I don't
It's
know
actually
about
probably safer.
should be safer.
Yeah,
Should
just
be.
aim down a little bit.
Plunk. No,
I'm
if
sure
I
Fish and
somehow-
Wildlife would not like me shooting the bass or shooting the bass or walleye. They'd be rather upset with that.
Yeah, odds you'll hit anything are highly unlikely. can't
Have you
see
ever had
much-
walleye, Justin? Have you ever
I've
had filleted walleye?
If you're shooting into the water, odds you'll hit anything is highly unlikely.
You'll hit carps because they normally swim towards the top. But
Yes,
yeah.
but like
Carp
you're
are
not
bottom feeder.
you're not able to really see them all that well.
that's
So.
true. Yeah, I mean, you do have a point. I have gone bow fishing a few dozen times, and there's definitely an argument to it. But I see what you're saying. No, with the castle in Connecticut, fuck, I'd rent that fucking place out as a bed and breakfast / host your D&D RPG fantasy marriage.
Have convention.
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, just a couple of
I'd make
conventions
that
a year.
fucking place I'd find a way to make that place pay for it fucking self.
I would actually buy Professor Dungeon Master for 5 days a year.
Just buy them. Not for anything to do with like
You're
gaming
gonna
or
go
anything,
here.
Just you got that kind of kink.
One day you're gonna film stuff. The other 3 days you're gonna run games for various people.
I just want to sit there and watch you in front of your foam wall.
That mildly sounds like slavery, but with extra steps.
What's wrong with slavery with extra steps? The Irish did this all the time. What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't work at Walmart.
Is that a burn on me for the fact that I worked at Walmart once?
No, I just say Walmart slavery with extra steps.
You live in the U.S. 1/3 of all people have worked at Walmart. That's
I have worked at
statistic.
McDonald's.
No, that's a literal statistic. 1/3 of American citizens have worked at Walmart.
Laszlo. Okay, Laszlo worked out Walmart until he lost his shit on a customer.
I can understand that.
It is the third largest civilian employer on the planet. The three above it are literal militaries.
I can see it, man.
India being number one.
Hey, Crafting, what do you think?
Hold on,
I like it.
hold on. Let me share it for the rest of the class. Ooh, I'm going to name it Starkweather.
Let me get the bands painted up, then yeah, we could talk. We could say that.
I sent Bruce a STL for a 3D printable Trump ogre.
It's actually pretty good.
You should paint it
I am
orange.
trying to behave, and it's my show. What the fuck?
Paint it orange.
It's not orange. It's Cheeto dust.
Yeah, that's the Cheeto dust is the color orange, bro.
That's what happens when you have a horse feed bag attached to your head, and all you do is eat hamburgers with mustard on it.
Mustard is good on your burger.
I would rather have
know,
mustard than ketchup.
Yes,
I
on a
don't
McDonald's
mind.
burger.
Okay,
and the Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. I rather have ketchup on my hot dog. I mean, not on my hot dog, my hamburgers than my hot dog. The only thing that belongs
Should
on
I
a hot
post a
dog.
link?
What?
I'll try posting a link.
Yeah. The only thing that belongs on a hot dog outside of chili is mustard.
Mustard, relish, onions, and some chili.
Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut
Oh,
and hot dog.
sauerkraut's good.
Yeah. I gotta
And,
go.
and like you gotta get that cheese sauce that they have at 7-Eleven.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
I try not to.
You
I
should.
try not to make my culinary choices involve 7-Eleven. Then I know if I do, my culinary choices have been poor.
Hey, at least you understand the concept that food can be made in something other than a fucking microwave. I love Shadow to death, but man.
So that the YouTube video, I recommend you like open it, tab it to the side, watch it later.
Okay.
It's all about Walmart. It's got some nice statistics in there.
Yeah, that's literally the price that they can be up to. The one in Allen Road, over by where Connell lives, on the north end of Peoria, that lady was making about $250,000 a year.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a lot of other statistics in it as well. That's interesting. That's just like the eye catcher. But the hot dog, man, I used to love the 3 a.m. jumbo hot dog from 7-Eleven with the cheese and chili sauce.
Best hot dog on the market is a Costco hot dog.
Have you ever had a Costco hot dog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the nearest Costco to me is like hour and a half bus ride away. The old 7-Eleven that used to be up there was like a walk.
Those were not
3 in the
hot
morning.
dogs. Those were wizard fingers.
At 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Nah, they look like hot dogs.
That are grumpy old men penises.
I get the jumbo ones though. So is that fucking A&W in like a 3-liter bottle?
Yep. One. No, it's half. 1.25 liter.
1 1/4. You guys got a 1 1/4 liter bottle?
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm all out of ice cream, so.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. I am going to wrap it up because 2 of us have to. Well, one of us has to survive the other one later on today.
Yeah. I'll be going to bed here shortly.
What time are we getting together? Noonish?
Yeah, about noonish. Connell, text me your number on Gilded.
Okay.
That way I can wake you up if you fucking sleep through your alarm.
No, I'll be up by 11.
I've heard that before.
I'm not drinking. I'll be up by 11. If there was alcohol on I'd tell my yeah, give me a call. But no. I'll set alarm. See, hey, I'll do it right now in front of everybody.
I don't believe you.
Well, I don't tell you, Hoss.
That's because I'm tabbed off. I'm looking at something else.
All right, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. All right, 11 o'clock. There we go. See, it's set for 11 o'clock a.m.
You got a lot of fucking things set there.
I cook. I cook.
You know,
Yeah,
Connell,
but-
if you had Pepperbox, you could watch a series called Let Him Cook.
Mm,
Do you know who the donut operator is?
yeah.
Yeah, he has a cooking show on Pepperbox. It's
What
more
the
like
fuck
a
is-
tax write-off, but it's a cooking show.
What the fuck is Pepperbox?
It's a military-friendly service that these guys out of North San Antonio made so they could have revenue because YouTube takes their revenue a lot. And so you can watch all their unedited videos and shit on there. It's like $8 or $9 a month. Pretty funny stuff.
Okay.
I did I watch the last thing that that was another guy I'd love to fucking have on just talk to on my channel, the Fat Electrician.
I love him.
Well, that's very much a good luck, pulling that hog
Yeah,
off.
that would be great if you could, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I don't know even where to begin to hunt down that particular road.
Twitter?
Yeah. Well, that's not true. You can always just send him a message and it's like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Got like half an hour you're willing to kill?
You'd probably get better if you would do reaction video to one of his videos and get a few thousand people to watch that.
Yeah.
And after you've done that for a year with his video releases, then he'd probably want to talk to you because he'd want to ask you about your hot takes.
Just make sure you do it better than the Condor, the Fat DM.
Hey, it's the
What was his last video?
walrus.
Walrus.
What
Oh
was
yeah, trash seal.
it? Seal, yeah. He's officially a seal now.
Did you ever watch the movie Dirty Harry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time people bring up Condor DM and they start razzing him, I want to pull out the fucking I think it's a DA. That man had rights.
Actually, I know if I could pull it off. I know the first movie we're doing. I'm inviting Bruce. It's called Hundreds of Beavers,
No, I'm out that day.
and we're going to
Oh.
turn it into a drinking game.
That is a great movie.
I'm out that day. I tried watching it when you told me about it. I was like, nope.
You watched it wrong. Once you realize it is a furry snuff film, it gets
It's
so
the
much
greatest
better.
furry stuff film of all time.
Yeah, well, I've got my limitations.
You,
Hey.
my friend, are a bigot.
Yes, yes, I am.
You are unwilling to try something new. You're supposed to be diverse in your thoughts and be embracing new ideas.
Go
God, it's
fuck
funny shit to say.
yourself.
Keep it up. When Canada becomes the 51st state, we'll send Musk up there to solve that problem.
You know, I think if you guys did become
With
the 51st state,
a chainsaw and a real one, not just some guy walking and go boo 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 chainsaw. Woo.
no. You gotta have Millet from Argentina walking through Canada making little vroom vroom noises the whole time. I'm a chainsaw.
No, Musk did that on stage.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Michael Myers did it better on Saturday Night Live, though.
The fact that they did it on Saturday Night Live, and I didn't laugh as hard when Mike Myers did it as when Musk did it. That was a problem because
Yeah, because that wasn't
it's supposed
funny.
to be funnier on Saturday Night Live, but it just
Saturday
wasn't.
Night Live. I'm gonna give you a secret. You were lied to when you were told Saturday Night Live was funny. And if you ever thought it was, you were stoned.
Well,
Or
I've
retarded.
never watched Saturday Night Live when I'm drunk, and I can actually say that with all honesty. Because usually by that time I'm still sober. It takes till like 1 o'clock. to get drunk.
Anyone saying Saturday Night Live was ever funny is lying just because they want to fit in.
The original
not
cast,
funny.
the original cast was fucking hilarious.
Ever. Hard ever.
Bullshit.
I can't
It
wait
was
for just
never
because of
funny.
that. Just because of that, I cannot wait for Canada to become the 51st state.
Man,
You
So you
need
guys
us
get some
to, so you
education.
can get
You guys can get better deals on shipping.
CSTV or whatever that fucking show was called.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was
I used-
actually funny.
It was funny. I mean, if it wasn't for that show, we wouldn't have got Strange Brew. I get it.
dude, I love me smells and more beer.
But you know, your
And that was
comedy
the
up
least
there,
funny thing about that.
the comedy that we're getting here in the States from Canada these days is Letterkenny. Letterkenny, yeah.
Letterkenny is it. That's all we're getting. They say there's
So-
other shows. I've yet to believe them.
And that show was hot the first 2 seasons, and it's not.
Yeah. I never liked it.
Oh man, I want to.
It was too
Katie.
plebeian.
I just want to fuck Katie. I mean, that's really what it breaks down to.
Yeah, Letterkenny. Wasn't that Johnny Depp's daughter?
No.
Letterkenny.
It's all right. Well, with that being said, everybody out there have a good weekend. Be safe on St. Patrick's Day. And with this being said, treat people the way you want to be treated. It's kind of tricky because you don't know what their kinks are.
There's only one thing we can say after that. Blame Canada! Blame Canada!
Why?
And fuck you,
For
Condor DM.
Blame Canada for being better than you?
No. Oh my God! Really?
That's where we're going to end it. You know.
41 states have a
Yeah.
better GDP than you guys. Come on now.